What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be making some scary stories. We're gonna be telling it to you guys. So today I'm with the company of Ahmed. How are you?
Hi guys.
I'm also with Sinabs. How are you?
Oh, I'm
So
chilling.
today we're gonna be telling some real life
And Adam
stories
and
that
Adam.
happened to us. Yeah, and Adam, he's in the background. Say hello.
Hi.
Alright. Let's start. So I'm gonna start. So I remember this like it was yesterday. I was at my cousin's house and I was asleep. My older cousin was sleeping, right? And I don't know why, I just had like some hallucinations or something. But like that's what people told me. But I know damn well that was for real. I know that was not an hallucination, that really happened because there was a big man staring at us through the window. I'm not joking. He was like, you know how outside there's a window and like there's a fire escape, like there's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
ladder and stuff. He was climbing up there and he was just staring at us, and that was like
Yeah.
so scary.
Yo, that
I went on
is
to
that's
tell my uncle, and he was like, "Nah, don't worry, it's nothing, it's nothing." When I get back, the shadow's gone, nothing there. To this day, it still haunts me, and I still don't know what it was. If I was hallucinating, if I was tweaking, if I was bugging out, or if it was real.
who wants to go next?
I'll go next. It was one dark, cold, and rainy night. This story is actually like my uncle said it, so I'm just gonna be saying what he told me. So it was one cold, rainy, and dark night. My uncle was going to his apartment building when he heard a snarling like noise in the background. He was hesitant to go and check what the noise was, but curiosity took the best of him, and he ran into the alleyway, saying hello and who was there. And then he heard a voice back saying hello, but it wasn't like any normal voice. It was like really, really deep and it really like it had like it was like stuttering basically. It was like hello, and then as my uncle was looking at the shadow in the alleyway, he walked in and was terrified to see it was a tall alligator-like figure with no skin except the skin on their legs. It lunged at him, trying to attack him. But thank God, the apartment building was right next to the alleyway. My uncle jumped and ran into the door. And all night, the alligator-like figure was snarling at the door and scratching it. The day after that, my uncle went out and saw scratch marks all over the door, so he knew it wasn't just hallucinations or he was dreaming. So yeah, this story terrified me. So yeah,
Alright, so I got a, like an actually real story. My cousin told me this. Well, there was this one day his aunt back in our home country, Egypt, right? So his aunt, she used to do like some type of black magic. She watched a movie with black magic in it and stuff like that. And this one night, she went into the bathroom. She shined open the flashlight at her face, and she saw a horrible creature that nobody can describe, right? And after that, she started like flying. Like how people float when they're possessed, right? That's what happened
Yeah,
to my aunt. She got possessed, and she started flying. My cousin, my uncle, his dad, they ran into the bathroom, dragged her out. The demon said his name, and he was like, I've been married to 50 different women. I'm the strongest devil you could ever find. It's something like that. It was really traumatizing. Like after I heard the story, I couldn't sleep for like 3 days straight. I like actually couldn't believe that something happened to that like something happened like this to any of my family, right? So and then after that, they sent her to like a person where like would get rid
A
of all
sheikh?
this.
A
Yeah,
sheikh?
yeah, and he got rid of everything. She's perfectly fine now. And we always think she has a third eye because she wears a lot of like different makeup that covers up her face. It's really weird, guys.
Damn. Damn, that's actually terrifying.
Exactly. That's
Alright,
what I'm
so
saying.
now it's Adam's turn.
I,
Okay. I don't know what day it was, but it was one day of last year's summer break. Me and my friend were playing soccer. We started playing at like 1 or 2 and ended at 5 or 6. It was pretty late and dark, and everything was pretty normal except the forest in the backyard. Only because it was very dark in there, although it was 2 or 3 p.m. It was normal until like 4 when it became uh, very obvious.
Obviously.
Oh no, when it became very dark. But we kept playing because it didn't bother us that much. But when but then my friend said he saw a ghost like dog standing behind me. It was very tall for a dog. Then we started getting scared, so we went inside. I thought nothing of it at first. Then I remembered a few years ago, a dog that matched the description that my friend gave me. He had passed away, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe, that if it was a ghost or not.
Wow. That's also terrifying, Adam. Alright, guys, so should we say another story?
Yeah. Alright, guys.
sure.
Okay, Malik, you go.
So, there was this one time in the basement. I saw 3 burglars that were tall, 7 feet 1 to be exact. One of them was Tyrone, Jamal, and Jaquavion. They were coming in. They were coming in hard. They were banging the doors. They were busting the doors. They were like coming in the doors. They were gonna bust it open. But it's like, I'm sorry, but I just like, it's making
So
me
good. I'm
cry
just
because
coughing. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's okay. I understand. It's okay. It's
it's
okay.
making me cry
Well,
because how
I just
scary
want
it
to tell
was.
you we're here for you. I just want to tell you we're here for you.
Thank you. I just want to say that because I was so scared that day because I heard them coming in and they were like, oh, they were like, they were busting. They were actually busting and they got me so scared because then we had like a German Shepherd and he was just about to like grab the long stick and they were trying to bust in with. It was like so long. I was just so scared. And it was like I was hearing them. They were saying, "Open up! I smell some delicious fried chicken." Cause that night we ate fried chicken and we forgot that our 3 neighbors, Jamal, Jaquavion, and Tyrone, they wanted fried chicken. And then they started busting everywhere. They started busting the
Alright, bro.
door down.
Alright, bro. Alright,
No, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just say my story,
yeah.
guys.
I
I'll just
think
say
you're
my
done. I
story.
think you're done.
I'll just say my story. I call the story. Me and my cousins called the story "The Terrifying Men in the Shadows." So it was a late night. We just went to the wedding of our aunt. She was finally getting married. So my parents and my cousin's parents, they left early because one of my cousins got sick and they had to go to the hospital because of some reason. I'm not really sure. So while we were walking home, we saw this tall figure in the shadows. And let me remind you, this is in Egypt, so it's not the same thing. There's not like a lot of street lights and things, so it was pretty dark. So while walking home, we saw this tall figure, and every turn we made, somehow that figure was always in front of us. So it was just really weird how it was always following us. And then suddenly,
Wait,
some some
Ahmed, I have a
something
question
tapped.
for you.
Yeah.
Where was this? Like, what place was it in Egypt?
Oh, it was the story was in Benha. It was
Oh,
Yeah. So
Okay.
so it was so I was really terrified, and suddenly something tapped my cousin's shoulder, and my cousin's an 18-year-old, goes to the gym like soccer player and everything. So something tapped his shoulder, and my cousin is pretty tall, so it's not really regular when he has to look up at someone, but this time he did. He looked up at this tall figure. It was a guy. It was he looked really masculine. He had a big beard, and he was pretty tan. He gave my cousin a big smile and said, "Where are you guys heading?"
Tyrone?
My co- yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what his name was. So, so he said we told him how we were
I
heading.
think I think I know the guy. Yo, I think I know the guy. His name was
Yeah,
Ibn Abd Hamid Abu Muhammad Shawarma
Shik Shak Shuk.
Habit Pepsi. Yeah,
No,
six extra.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
I think I know
Yeah,
him. It's Tyrone.
I think it's
The same
that,
thing.
bro.
I know it might be Tyrone for my story because the same thing happened to me. He was so big and
Yeah.
black. He started smiling. The only thing that could make
No,
me
no,
see
no.
him,
I
the only
can't,
thing,
can't,
the only
can't,
thing that made
can't.
me
He
see
was
him.
pretty.
I know, but the only
He
thing
was like a
that made
tan
me see
brown
him.
color.
Oh, for me it was so big and black. The only thing that I could
Yeah.
see was his mouth because of how white it
I
was.
shut
It
the
was
heck
big
up.
and
Let me finish my story now. So he said, where are we heading?" So my cousin didn't want to say we were heading home because he was probably gonna follow us, and but he was probably it was up to no good. So we told him how we were going to this wedding, and he said, "So late? Why are you guys heading so late?" Because also we were dressed nicely, so kind of makes sense that we were going to a wedding because we were coming from a wedding. So the guy said, so he said, okay. And then while walking, he dropped something. And at that moment, I didn't know what it was. But after a couple of years, I talked back to my cousins about that moment. And they told me how it was a shiny, sharp object that was probably not going to lead up to no good. So after a couple of years, we were watching the news and we found that it was a serial killer that was caught. And the serial killer, they put his face on the screen. It was the same exact guy. He was really tall. He was tan, and with a big beard. Me and my
Hmm.
cousin's heart dropped. He was probably gonna follow us, and he was probably not gonna do the best things to us if we told him we were going home. So if it wasn't for my cousin's fast thinking, I was probably not gonna be here right now telling you guys
I
the
have a
story.
question.
Yeah,
Did
that's probably the.
did he,
Yeah, he's probably not busting me.
did he have big feet?
Yeah, bro, big feet, big me. He said that. He literally, while walking, he said, "Big feet, big me," and started wobbling away.
And then they showed a videotape of him busting into any and then
Andrew
into
Tate.
other little minors.
Yeah, and then Andrew
Alright,
Tate came in saying,
Let
"Don't
me
all
share
be
my
no,
story
you
now.
know."
Now I don't really think it's part of the story.
Oh,
And then
Alright, guys,
Andrew
let me
Tate
share my
really
story
enjoyed it.
now.
now it's Saint's turn.
Alright, so there's this one day, like, this doesn't, like, actually happen. All these stories actually happened to me. And this is sleep paralysis for anybody that doesn't know, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So there
no,
was this,
that's like
it's scary as shit. So there was this one night, right? And my, I was outside with my cousins. It was like 3 a.m., like 3 to 4. But we don't remember, I don't remember time, right? So it was like really late at night. We went out, we went to the mall to buy some snacks, right?
Oh,
We were on our way home to like do an all nighter and stuff, right? And big, ch- chunky, fat man. Like, this was in Egypt, right? But
yo,
like he's not the
what?
same exact guy that I met had. It was a big, fat, chunky man. Like when I mean chunky, I meant like muscular as hell.
Mendez?
Like he was no, I mean like strong. He
Stewart.
was like muscular.
Adrian?
Stuart's not strong like that. No, no. I meant like he was strong. He was masculine, bro. He had muscle, right? So he like grabbed a dog that was chasing him and like threw it onto the side of the road, and that dog got hit by a
Tyrion?
car. Yeah.
Bro,
So
Syrian and Tashi, bro. I swear
yeah,
they're
bro,
up
that
to
was
no good all
Syrian
the time.
Tashi. Yeah, bro, that was
Wait,
Syrian
I have a
Tashi.
question. I have a question. Was the dog big and black, or was it small with a big sack?
Yo,
Yo.
that was a scary story though.
Answer the damn
I'm not
question.
gonna lie though, it was actually small with a big sack. So
Damn.
yeah.
Damn.
So look,
Damn, send
we were
me
on our way
that Addy.
home, right?
Send me that Addy.
And then the guy, like we turned around to see what was going on, and the guy turned around locked eyes with me, and we just dipped. We ran as fast as we can. This guy ran after us. We just ran
Queso?
anywhere at that point,
Yeah, I just
right?
have a
We
question.
hid behind a.
What wasn't the story supposed to be about sleep paralysis?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
why?
to that point. I'm gonna get to that point, right? So we hid behind a
Alright, bro.
corner. The guy couldn't find us, right? We went home, right? We were all like terrified. We went to sleep because we couldn't stay up no more, right? Because we
You're
got
too
scared.
terrified.
Yeah. So we went to sleep, and I I had sleep paralysis, right? I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I couldn't scream, I couldn't do nothing. Like I was immobile. You know that one soccer player named Immobile? I was his name. I couldn't move. I couldn't do.
Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. That's a knee slapper.
I couldn't do anything, right? I couldn't move. I couldn't do nothing, right? So and then that big guy came into my dream, right? He was the
No.
same exact guy.
Queso, back off.
He jumped on me with a big fat knife, and then and then he stabbed me, right? So this is all during sleep paralysis. I wake up, and then my cousins, like I walk into my cousin's room, and they're awake too. They're all like shocked and everything. They're
No.
like, and then we were like talking to each other, right? And then they all had the same exact dream, and we're like, oh my god, it's like
Oh my
crazy.
Queso
no.
jumped in and stabbed them.
We were literally like shitting ourselves, bro.
Wait, pause. I thought you were gonna say I woke up with this big stab mark inside of me, but because I'm a real
Oh
man,
yeah,
I took it.
that also happened too.
Yeah.
Like, cause we also had like a bunch of scratches on the side of our like bodies, and then some of our cousins had like scratches on their arms because of it. Yeah, and and
And
when
yeah.
we got up, we tried telling our parents, and they were like, "No, it's fine, nothing would happen." So I went on TikTok, right? It was a picture of that big, fat, chunky man. He was black too. Like he was like black. I couldn't even see him. All I saw was a smile in his eyes. He was like, right?
Uh-huh.
And turned out he was certified sex offender, right? So we just got lucky that
I think we should end it here.
he didn't touch us.
I will
Alright, Adam has one story. Adam has a story.
Adam still has to go. Adam still has to go.
All right. This story was very scary because I had a sleepover with my cousins, and then I saw a monster in the shadows. Right. So obviously, I
Bring it
sprinted
to
out of
TikTok.
the
I'll show you where my monster goes.
I sprinted out of the room, and 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 then I heard the I heard the monster say, "When never touch your toes, I'll show you where the monster goes." And then and I could hear my cousin vigorously getting busted in, and I looked into the peephole. It was actually Dante. So he grabbed my cousin, put him in a truck that said "Get busted in for $1." And
What?
and then I saw this and then I saw this black figure chasing
I'll be
the
right back.
truck holding and it was my brother holding a $1 bill. Legends say that my brother's still chasing that truck.
I am.
Really good video.
I think he caught it though.
Guys, I hope you liked this video. It was so scary. I was actually shivering because
Yeah, I
I
actually
knew
pooped my
how scary this
pants.
was.
I pooped my pants.
As you can see, my cousin was really getting vigorously busted in by
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Alright guys,
And
I hope you
Dante
liked the
kidnapped him.
video.
So.
Don't forget to
Yeah.
hit the like button.
Dante's
Subscribe.
victim got a hold
See
of
you in
him,
the next
so
video.
he started listening to
Bye.
my brother.